Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you, giving you a glimpse into the behind the scenes look at the operation here to collect 100,000 Pikachu cards, and kind of going over my process for how I sort the cards, sleeve the cards, how I store the cards. So you're getting this behind the scenes look at how things work, because it's kind of fascinating. Because I have thousands and thousands of Pikachu cards, and I just keep getting more every single day. So it's kind of like, how do I store everything? How do I sleeve everything? What do I use? What are the supplies I use? Look at what this whole thing costs, because there's an added cost. It isn't just, oh, I buy the Pikachus and I put them in a box. No, I do a little bit more than that. So we're gonna start here on the table where I'm currently going through my backlog. So I've been backlogged for months, just with school and work and other things going on, that I really haven't had time to sit down and really sort the cards, sort the collection, and get ready for the next count. So here's what I do. So what I'm in the process of right now is, so this stack here is non-hollow Pikachu bulk. So this is all just unsorted bulk that I just get in the mail, and I've just been accumulating. So this is a stack, just a small so this is so I have a different box that you'll see in a second that's all of the non-hollow bulk that I have, and that box is full, and this is the overflow. So this is overflow bulk that I have to sleeve. So you can see in the camera here, so these here were already sleeved last night. These cards are double sleeved, so these are all the Pikachus that are either what I consider vintage Pikachus, which is generations 1, 2, 3, and 4, or Pikachus that I would say are worth more than $1 a card, and those go into these. So before, what I would do, and I will bring the binders over. So what I've been doing, so what I did before was I would put them into I have two of these Avery One Touch 3-ring binders, and I would just put them into a yellow BCW binder page, and I would just put them into a regular yellow sleeve and put them in there. The problem with that is again, I gotta think long term. So I'm thinking as I get tons and tons of Pikachus, hundreds, thousands of Pikachu cards, how am I going to store them? And the binders are great. I like the binders, putting them in there, flipping through pages and pages of Pikachu cards. The problem is, though, the way at least I do it in those binders is each page is a different variety or art of Pikachu, and so the binder actually I fit less cards because the first couple pockets in each page fill up, but then the rest is empty. So it kind of gives me some question marks on whether if the cards are actually safe in there or not, and it's just I don't get as many in there because I'm not filling up each page, so it's kind of wasted space. And I'm just thinking the cost of getting more binders, places to store the binders, the pages, it's just a hassle. So my new plan is over here. I've started. I'm going to be top loading cards. So the plan is, so currently for my regular cards, I just use regular Ultra Pro yellow Pro Matte sleeves. But for my cards that are my vintage cards or cards worth more than $1, I use Dragon Shield sleeves. So I use two things. One, I use Dragon Shields, and then I also use Ultra Pro Perfect Fits to create that airtight seal. So I basically sleeve it. Obviously, if you collect Pokemon cards, you probably do something similar. So you sleeve, but you sleeve it one way and then you sleeve it the other, so you get that airtight seal. No dust will get in there. And then in the mail, I have, coming from Ultra Pro, some of their team bags. So I'm going to be putting them into. So I'm going to be double sleeving, putting them into a top loader and then into a team bag. And so that's my vintage and cards worth more than $1. Those will obviously go into that. And so that's that system. So last night I went through and I put all of those cards that'll be into these. I switched them all over. I still have to do the cards in the binders. That'll be later today. And then this stack down here, these stacks down here are, these are all my foil Pikachu cards that I have not, all my foil bulk that I haven't sorted yet. So these I just went through and started sleeving them up. So there's a mix of Pokemon Go in here. You got some Evolving Skies, just a mix of bulk foil Pikachu cards. And that's what these stacks are down here. And then these two stacks right here are all of my bulk hollow, and bulk foils that aren't sleeved yet. Got some of the promos in there. So that's what I'm currently working on, just so it's easier to have the foil from the non-foil separated. So I'm working on that. And that's kind of this table. So now we're going to transition. So this here, guys, is the next area that I'm going to be showing you. This is, I would say this is like sleeve headquarters here. So this is just a BCW 5,000 count box that I am just using exclusively for sleeves. These are not Pikachus, these are sleeves. So I just have one of the little monster pads here to hold this row in. But all of these are just empty Ultra Pro sleeves for my bulk Pikachu cards. I have, so a couple months ago I ordered 5,000 sleeves, and those are what you see here. So this is what I'm using currently to sleeve up my collection. But then coming in the mail later this week, I have another 5,400 sleeves coming in, because I already know I'm going to be running out. And then, so you look at this and you see that's a lot of sleeves, and the fact that I know I'm running out and need more. So typically sleeves cost, you can buy a pack of 50 from Ultra Pro for $4. And if you think you multiply that over thousands of sleeves, that's a lot of money. Now I buy mine usually from third-party sites for between $2 and $2.50 a pack per sleeve. So I do, so it's still a lot of money, but it's not as much as if I bought it retail from Ultra Pro. And typically I buy from a site until I clean them out, and I move on to the next cheapest. So eventually I'm probably gonna be paying $4 retail, but for now at least I'm still getting them at around $2.50 a pack, which works for me. I like theming my collection and keeping all my cards in similar color sleeves and some level of protection, and these are just the perfect for it, because I don't like the penny sleeves. They're a little bit too loose for me. I think these sleeves are really good, so I just take a stack, bring it over to the table, and I keep sleeving it. So it fits quite a bit here. So yeah, there's easily close to 5,000 sleeves, if not more, in this box currently. All right, guys. So this is the next area here. This is the box of non-hollow bulk. So this is everything that I'm in the process of sleeving. So it's all unsorted. You can see where there's some Paldea evolved because they got the new silver borders. But yeah, this is just all non-hollow bulk. So I separated all the hollows out, put those on the table, and then the non-hollow overflow is on the table as well. This is a 5,000 count box, so there's about 5,000 Pikachus in here, plus everything that's on the table, plus everything I have coming in the mail. So there's quite a few Pikachus, and you can just flip through this. These rows are all Pikachu cards. It's all Pikachus, variety of sets. Typically these mostly are coming from Sun and Moon. I mean Sword and Shield on. So that would be really starting with Evolving Skies. That's where I really started getting a lot of Pikachus. And I started this in June of 2021, so a couple months before Evolving Skies came out, and that's when I really hit the ground running on ballooning my Pikachu collection. So yeah, that's kind of when I started. So that's where the bulk of this comes from. It's just since then just been being like a hawk online and at card shops and just buying Pikachus up wherever I can. So that's this box. All of it's unsleeved. It's got to get sleeved. And then it will go into the next and final area of our tour, which will be the storage boxes. All right, guys, so this is the final area of our tour. This is right now where I'm sorting and cataloging all of the Pikachu cards. So each box here is a different generation of the TCG. So we start here, this box. As you can see, there's not a lot in this box. This actually combines generations 5, 6, and 7. So this is everything from Black and White through Sun and Moon. And it's basically, so I have a spreadsheet, which I will put some footage of my spreadsheet. Basically, I have a spreadsheet where I have all of the Pikachu cards that were ever released in English in order of release, starting with base set through the last one that came out, which was Paldea Evolved. So in this row here, so we start off this row in the back is Next Destinies right there, and this divider will air mark where Next Destinies is, and then this is Boundaries Crossed, and then this next one starts with XY and it goes forward. Now, for some of these, when I reverse this, like this row here is Evolutions, and then this next section here would be Evolutions reverse foil. So that's how that is designated. So basically I sort by, so it goes sets and then promos and then miscellaneous. So the miscellaneous would be like the McDonald's cards and what have you. So so let me see. I don't really have any. None of the XY promos are bulk, so it's kind of. I'll show you with the Sword and Shield. But yeah, so then we go into all of the Shining Legends, all the stuff from Sun and Moon, and then Find Mines, and then you have this entire stack, which is all Hidden Fates, which was the one I was still getting for quite a while. Was a lot of Hidden Fates, and then with Hidden Fates, there's a lot of different varieties. So there's these ones with all the stamps, so all the different stamp ones, and then all my reverses. So just a stack of reverses, and then I have some of the other promos that aren't worth less than $1, just sprinkle in here. Some of them I do have to double check the value on, because some actually I was looking at this like, oh, they went up since the last time I saw. So now they fit the $+ criteria, and I move them up a tier, and then I just have one of the monster pads to hold that in. So that's the gens 5 through 7. And then we get into the start of Generation 8, which is spanning 2 boxes and is going to go on to probably another 2 boxes, but by the time I finish filling everything up. So we start off with Sword and Shield base with that. So all these are Sword and Shield base Pikachus right there. And then we have all the reverses. And then we go into, obviously, Vivid Voltage, so the Vivid Voltage regular Vs in there. And then we start Evolving Skies, where I have quite a few Evolving Skies. So this is Evolving Skies, that's Evolving Skies, this is Evolving Skies, and this is Evolving Skies, and this is the last. And then this is the Evolving Skies from the Trick or Trade boosters last year, so that's with the Halloween stamp. And then these are all reverse Evolving Skies. So I have quite a few Evolving Skies and a ton more in those boxes that are going to be sleeved up here. And then after Evolving Skies, we get into Celebrations. So this entire row here is all Celebrations V, just the regular, not the V, but just the regular full art from Celebrations. That entire row is all Celebrations full arts. And then, of course, because we go on to the next box, we split it here. So that was one of the things I did was, originally I had them sorted where I had, so like this is Sword and Shield base, I would have started right here. But the reason I didn't do that is I was thinking, again, over the course of tens of thousands of Pikachu cards, if I needed to add to a row, I would have had to go through every single box consecutively to make those changes. So it's easier just to split them up by generation and do it that way. So once we get through that, then we get to all the V's. So this entire stack is all Flying Pikachu V right there. This stack is all Surfing Pikachu V. This stack is all of the Pikachu V from Fusion Strike. Then we get into the start of Go, which is not as much as Evolving Sky, not as much right now sleeved as Evolving Skies, but trust me, there is a ton of Go in there that hasn't been sleeved yet, and I have hundreds more Go on the way right now. So it's kind of like you look at these numbers and think, oh wow, there's a lot of Evolving Skies, but that might end up being like the third most common Pikachu card I have once I get everything sleeved, and that's the thing. I just don't know where I'm at in terms of my collection. So we get that entire row of Go, and then we get the Go reverses, and then we get the Go holofoil right there, the Cosmos foil, And then we get the Go Hollows, the Go Reverse Hollows. And then we get this stack, which is the start of our Lost Origins. So we have Lost Origins there, and then we have the, obviously, Lost Origins Reverses right after. Then we get Silver Tempest, which is just a very small stack right now. Just a very small stack of Sleeve Silver Tempest. But I have over 1,100 Silver Tempest Pikachus on the way right now, in addition to everything else that hasn't been sleeved yet. So it is crazy. And then this is where we get into all the promos after that. So after we get to the reverses, then we have all of the Pikachu V, that bulk promo, some more Pikachu V right there. This is the Go promo right there. This whole stack it's 100-some of just this Pikachu from the Crown Zenith box. Yeah, it's literally insanity. And then we have some of the McDonald's non-holo right there. So that kind of wraps up the Sword and Shield section. It's the biggest section by far. And then this is the start of the Gen 9 Scarlet Violet. Not much in here right now, not a whole lot sleeved of either. I sleeved the reverses for Paldea Evolved last night, so that's what's in this box. So again, this box will fill up, obviously, as we get more and as I sleeve more, and with 151 coming out, that again will be another boost to this box. So very early in the Scarlet Violet, I expect there to be a lot more Pikachus over time. But yeah, it's kind of a glimpse into how I store the Pikachus. Alright guys, I thought I'd go over and kind of show you guys the spreadsheet, the Excel spreadsheet that I've created for counting my Pikachu cards. This is very much a work in progress thing. I started working on this when I started it, but it's very so the last count I did was in June of 2021 when I first started this and first started getting cards. I did a count then. And so this is very out of date, so I've kind of overhauled the whole thing. So I kind of stripped it down. It's kind of down to the bare bones. So like a lot of these cards here I have. So basically, but they're not marked. So basically when I get a card, so basically cards that I have go here in green. So let me just zoom out and show you the entire thing from a far back perspective. So these are all the cards logged. The red is just the ending line. So that's where the new Pikachus will start. Is right at that red line. But over here we have, we need to just like that. So over here we have log of everything. So this down here is this is the current total. This is the what at the count. So this is from June of 2021. I had 200. So I had logged 230 unique Pikachu cards that existed in English. And then over here, the unique owned, that's how many I have, or at that point I had so I had 144, and then this is the percentage of the master set. So I had 62%, 62.61% of the master set at that point. And then total owned, so total number of cards owned, 844, and then I didn't log so the way I used to log the collection was, I would just have it as the near mint. So so basically the ceiling is what the value of the collection would be if every card was near mint, and that's how I logged it before. So the value at the point was $1,798.60. But the floor in this case, I didn't track the floor at that point, so the floor is just nothing. And then the median, which is the middle value between the floor and the ceiling, which is a more accurate, I'd say, estimate of what my collection's worth. And then this is the master set market value and near mint. At the time, it was $188,071.15. So up here, this will all get filled out. So currently unique Pikachu cards, there is 291. And so I have a spot for the Ditto Pikachus. So from Delta Species. So this does not count the Dittos as Pikachus, because Ditto isn't Pikachu. It looks like Pikachu, but it's not. So it filters out all of those cards, including also the XY promo. So I am collecting those as well. So just unique Pikachu cards, there were 291 in English. And then unique owned, that is currently 0 because I have nothing logged. And then we have the master set completion, obviously 0%, total owned. So the same thing kind of here. This just will be the live running total. And then currently only have the market value is $118. So that is we're logged here. So the market price in your mint is 118, and it'll add up as I add more. So let's say here, Shadowless Japan CD promo, let's say that was $50, which is pretty close to what it's worth. Then that market value in your mint goes up to 168. So anyway, why is that like that? Anyway, so over here, so now we go into this sheet. So basically on each row, we have the name of the card, the set, the classification. So in this case, this is Pikachu. So this one I have is here Pikachu from the base set. It is the first edition Shadowless. It is number 58 out of 102. I have 0 copies of the card. Owned, sealed, nothing. Market price $35. Near mint price $118. Median market price $76.50. The total floor approximately is $0. Total ceiling $0. Total approximate value median is $0. And then the weight. So this is the cool part. So I do have one of these cards. It's closer toward the damage price of $35 than the near mint price. But the weight's the cool. So when you think about it, I have 20,000. So I have roughly 20,000 Pikachu cards, give or take. That's my estimate, just my estimate in my head. So basically, I don't want to count out 20,000 Pikachu cards. That would take forever. So right now I just have 0.1 as the weight, but obviously I will go back in and actually add what the correct weight is. So basically, all I have to do to count how many cards I have is find the value of the weight of one card in a sleeve, and then divide that by how many are in the entire thing. So if I set the total weight here, or multiply, I should say. So if the total weight is 1, that would be the total is 1 ounce. So the current weight is 0.1 ounces. The total weight is 1 ounce. That I would have 10 cards. So if you're in the owned section, so you take the weight divided by the ounce, the total weight divided by the weight of one card to get how many cards I have. So in this case, 1 divided by 0.1 is 10. So 10 copies of this card. And then that over here obviously goes into the total owned. That makes 10. The approximate value floor would be $350. Ceiling would be $1,180. And then it would factor in the median. But the median right now just says none because all of this is none because there's no data for it to calculate. But that would change. So currently the median would be $765. And then the master set value doesn't change, obviously. So that's that. So that's very cool. And so that's gonna be really, really good for going down. Like, let's go down here. Let's go to one of the bulk Pikachus. Let's go to Evolving Skies. So right there, we'll set the total weight to let's go with let's say this was 100 ounces. Right, so that means that I would have 1,000 cards, and then it would calculate because there's nothing for the market price. But if you go back up here, then you would see that I have 1,000 cards, and it can't evaluate because I don't have the floor or the ceiling prices. But all of this is very cool, very fascinating. It's very high tech. It's a very nice way of organizing everything, like all the classifications, the numbers. The green again signifies that I have it. And so as I go through, and we'll go through to log everything, this will be a very nice way to organize everything. So you have all the different things. And I could color code it. So I could color code based on the generations that this is, do each gen a different color. I could. But I think it's a good start for now. Like I said, even got the Ditto Pikachus in there. And this will all translate into the book. So this would be the first card in the book, the second card, third card, etc. all the way down. So like I said, there is 291 unique Pikachu cards right now, and then unique owned, obviously just one for now. But so yeah, I think it's really cool. It's very fun. It took a long time to assemble. If you yourself are wondering how many Pikachu cards exist in the English language, this is probably one of the most accurate lists you're going to find on the internet. I've gone through painstakingly, found every Pikachu card that has come out in the English language, including all major errors, and I've logged them on this sheet. All right, and then the last thing I'm going to show you guys today is I figured I'd go over and show you all of my my sealed Pikachu promos. That right now they're just in these semi-rigid card protectors, but I actually have ordered on the way some 3x5 top loaders that are going to be much more form-fitting and will be tall enough so that the wrapper isn't sticking out. And so all of my sealed Pikachus will go in there. So really I don't have too many, but I do have a couple of the Go hollow from GameStop and Best Buy or whatever, and we got like 20 to 25 of these Ash's Pikachu from the movie. So that is just what this entire stack is for the most part. And all of that will go into, obviously, top loaders, which I think is a better way to store those. So from now on, I'll always open one for the sealed book, and then put the rest into the top loaders that I'll be getting. And I do have a couple others here. Some of the Paldea Evolved promos right there. And we have some of the Go. That's not Pikachu, but that'll go into a top loader as well. So this is what it will kind of look like that, but just be taller, obviously. So yeah, guys, that is kind of a glimpse at the massive Pikachu operation. All right, guys, thank you for sticking around in this part of the video. I thought I'd give you like a little bonus little clip here showing you how I store my Pikachu V-Union cards, because one of the cool things about the V-Unions is it's 4 cards that make up one larger card, and it occurred to me that it's like it'd be really cool to display. They're really cool if you display them as a picture, and so Ultra Pro makes these really nice. This is from their like Vivid color series. This one's in yellow. I use a 12 pocket one for my One of Everything Pikachu Master Set, but they also make them in 4 pocket, 9 pocket, and 12 pocket. So I have a 12 pocket already that I use for my Pikachu Master Set. I have a 9 pocket on the way that I would use for my foreign Pikachu cards, but I have a 4 pocket one that just works perfectly for the V-Union Pikachus, because it's 4 cards, obviously, that make up a larger image, and it just works really, really well. They just four on a page, and so I can just have pages of the V-Union Pikachu promo. And again, I just like it. It's really nice, and it's just the perfect binder for that. So this isn't full, but yeah, I got a good start on the binder at least, and I look to keep expanding this in the future and just have several of these books just filled with my Pikachu V-Union sets. So there, guys, is kind of a look at the massive Pikachu operation so far, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video, which will probably be me counting my entire collection, because once I get everything sleeved, sorted, I'm going to go through and I'm going to do a massive count of everything, see where I'm at, and hopefully we'll have a Guinness World Record. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.